Hi guys, Dr. Paul Zamella here, Dr. Z, with today's health tip. And I thought I'd spend time overviewing a subject that is really frequent in my office, and that's the discussion of what is the right mattress. How do I find the right mattress? What is the correct mattress for me? Is the same mattress for me the same one that my wife should be having? And it's a difficult question to answer, actually, because it's a personal issue. What's good for one person, what's correct for one person, isn't necessarily correct for another. What's comfortable and supportive for one person isn't necessarily the same for another. So it's also the same way with choosing the right pillow. But it's a personal issue. But there are basic things that can be discussed and evaluated and understood and researched. The concept of purchasing a new mattress is a big ticket item. It's not a $20, $30 purchase. It's well over $1,000 frequently. And it should last 15 to 20 years if you get a good quality mattress. So it's a decision to be made with some research and understanding. And that's what I try to do here with my blog post. I went a little more in depth about choosing the right mattress. And in my video now, I'll do more of an overview. Today, with the internet being so accessible and all the information that's available, one should first do a little research online before you venture off into the stores and are bombarded by the salesman who's trying to make his quota for the month. And there's lots of information available. I just chose two sites. What's the best mattress? And it's what's the best mattress, actually what's the best mattress.com. And then the other one we'll discuss is Consumer Reports. They always do a fairly good job, not always a great job, but a fairly good job of evaluation. But let's look at this, what's the best mattress? And we start with the table of contents on the left. It says what to look for in a new mattress. And it talks about the foundation or the box spring. That's the under part of the mat. There's two parts to a normal mattress set. The box spring is the under part, and as they say here, it significantly increases the life expectancy of the mattress. It says that it's a common myth that it's not important. However, it is important, as this brief paragraph explains. So it is something to consider. Now, frequently, though, when you're buying a new mattress, it says here that while the mattresses, let's read this thing. Most brand name mattresses these days will last 10 years on a new box spring, while the mattress on the old box spring will only last 3 or 4 years. Look for the mattress with the set steel reinforced box springs. They will add longevity. So you buy the whole set is what they're suggesting, and that's the best suggestion as far as I'm concerned. The box spring is way less expensive than the actual mattress, and get the set together so you have the best longevity of your mattress set. When you buy a mattress, a conventional mattress, we'll talk about the other types of mattresses. The number of coils is a factor. That's an issue. So the salesperson will talk about coils. They'll fill your head with all kinds of numbers. The gauge of the coils. They'll talk about the gauge of the coils. And then the connection between the coils. It's a whole study all of its own. And then there's the upholstery that covers the mattress. And that there's where it becomes even more personal. They have the pillow top mattresses, then some without pillow top. The problem we run into with pillow tops is they were introduced a number of years back, is they can't be turned over unless you buy a mattress. The high-end mattresses have pillow tops on the top and the bottom. That's just an expense you probably don't need. But the pillow top can't be turned over. And then they try to sell you on the idea, well, you don't need to turn it over anymore because things are that technology has evolved so that it's no longer necessary. I don't know if I buy that. But personally, I have a pillow top on only one side, and all that I can do is spin it around. And I do that regularly. And it makes a difference. It actually makes a really big difference. So the pillow top is an issue. The pillow top is mostly for comfort. It softens a firm mattress. The frequent complaints of a firm mattress is that it feels like, patients say, that they're sleeping on a board, which of course they're not, but it's too firm for them, too hard on their spine. And a pillow top, of course, cushions that, and that's why they introduced pillow tops. And they're a good thing. I have no problem with the one I have. Another issue is the basic choices. We'll go to basic choices. Of course, you can study all this on your own, but there's the coil count, the coil type, connection between the coils, and then there's a comfort, edge materials, soft or firm. Patients are always asking about that. What you want is firm. Every company has a different description of what firm. Some companies, firm is firm. Some companies have an extra firm, and then a firm, and then a medium, and then a soft. It depends on what their particular description of firm is about. But firm is what we're looking for. The lower back, particularly, is what needs the support. And if you have a firm mattress, you're going to get the support. The other issue is durability and warranty. You want to make sure that the mattress you have, the new mattress you're purchasing, has a good warranty. Not a 5-year warranty, but something 15 years. It says here, most warranty brands, brand name mattress, have 10 years or more. I see that 15 years is kind of common nowadays. And then, of course, value. Now, this is an important point. Price, value, benefits, and features. As with any product, you get what you pay for. And I don't need to go any farther than that. That is how it is with mattresses. You get what you pay for. If you feel like you need to replace your mattress and you go get the bottom of the line mattress, it's not going to last. I promise you, it's not going to last. You'll be very disappointed. And your $500 or $600 purchase will be wasted money after about 1 year or 2 years. And you'll have to go buy another mattress. So, and here, this is really good. The sweet spot of mattresses tends to be $500 or $700 for a queen. I might be a little bit low, actually. But let's say what I suggest patients to do is they find in the frame of a queen size. Of course, kings are more expensive, but a queen size mattress. The ideal thing is to find a $1,000 mattress. So you're getting a good quality mattress on sale for $700. Mattresses companies are notorious for having sales. They're always having sales, and you can get a higher quality mattress on a sale price that might be more fitting to your budget, and actually a very good value. So that's something that I would strongly encourage you, as well as I do my patients. Now this is interesting. I haven't read this. There's negotiating tips to negotiate with the salesperson. It would be fun reading. I didn't take time to read that. There's different mattresses. There's memory foam, latex foam, air mattresses. We've all seen the commercials nowadays of the Tempur-Pedic mattress, memory foam, and then there's other companies that have since started manufacturing memory foam. I was in Sears not too long ago buying a recliner chair. Had to replace mine, and I looked at the mattresses there, and they have their brand of memory foam, and it's memory foam this is the word, viscoelastic foam, and the original company was Tempur-Pedic. Tempur-Pedic is expensive. I have many of my patients have bought the product. They do lots of advertising, lots of promotion, and consequently a lot of sales. But there are pros and cons of memory foam. The most con that I hear is it either doesn't support somebody the way they hoped it would, or it's too hot, too warm. Memory foam is warm, and that's great in the winter, but in the summer, people that have a higher body temperature tend to not be very happy about that. But you can read about it, and it's a choice to be considered. A lot of people love it. A lot of my patients love the memory foam, and they're very pleased with it. But again, it's a personal issue, and that's what makes buying a mattress so hard. Let's see, where are we at? And then we go to latex foam mattresses. Latex foam is it's the same similar context as memory foam. And again, they like to use the word personal preference. That's common when you're talking about mattresses. It offers unique ability to comfort, alleviating high pressure points. This is a good thing. It's also hypoallergenic, antimicrobial, dust mite resistant, and breathable. And because it breathes to remove body moisture, it can keep you warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer, which appeals to some people. It talks about different types of latex. The cost of latex is expensive because it's pure latex rubber. Synthetic versus natural. There's, again, multiple things. And allergies. Some people are allergic to synthetics. So it's another consideration. Air mattresses. Now you see a lot of advertising about air mattresses. The Sleep Number bed is an air mattress type bed. Here they talk about air mattresses, some of the features, fabric. I have slept on a Sleep Number mattress. Friends of mine, when they go on vacation, I take care of their pets while they're gone, and they like me to stay there. And being a bachelor, I got the freedom to do that. And so they have a beautiful home in an exclusive area, and it's just kind of fun to have a change of pace. It's like a little vacation for me. But they have a Sleep Number bed in their spare room. They also have one of their master bedroom has a Sleep Number bed because they like it, and it's dual controls. The one side can be one setting, one side can be the other setting. It's actually a really nice setup. I have no negatives about it. The only downside is that they can get a leak. And my friends have had leaks, and they've had to have them repaired. But that happens every 5 years or so. Let's say it's a long time, and it's usually warranted. But it's another alternative. Certainly one to be considered. That's about it for this site for right now. Let's go to Consumer Reports. They have a video about mattress buying guide. I'll include the links with this video, so these two sites, just so you can make it easier to have accessibility to them. Consumer Reports about getting started, choosing a size, considering an inner spring first, decide where to shop. I suggest a reputable company. I've had a number of patients go to the, let's say, a discount house, buy a mattress. In a year, maybe it was starting to do indentations when it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to last 15 years. And they had a heck of a time getting the company to support the warranty. They got the biggest runaround you can imagine. Just drove them absolutely nuts. So it's better to work with a reputable company, one in your area, whatever that might be. Just an aside on that. They talk about the name game. I assume they're talking about brand names. Choosing the right firmness, of course, very important. Do the 15-minute in-store test. They suggest, and I agree, don't be embarrassed to lie down on lots of mattresses in the store. Salespeople will expect you to wear loose clothes and shoes that you can slip off. They usually have a covering over the bottom part of the bed, but I think proper to just slip your shoes off and just sit down and see what feels good. Now the problem with that is it's only how long are you going to test a mattress for in the store? 3 minutes, 2 minutes? It's not like sleeping 8 hours. So you get some sense, though. You get a better sense, at least, of what the mattress feels like. But it's not the same as sleeping on it for 2 or 3 days to really get an evaluation. And then talk about the need for a new box spring. Look for comfort guide. Don't count on warranties. Wait for a sale. That's what I was talking about a few minutes ago. In the same, have options at different stores. Shop around. Again, this is a significant expense, and one normally doesn't go into it lightly. Do online shopping first. Go into the store, wheel and deal, whatever the previous site talks about. I would spend time reading whatever they talked about and negotiating. Leave the tag on. Now, this is something I wouldn't have thought about this mentioning, but Consumer Reports, of course, they cover all the bases. Leave the tag on in case you have to do the warranty thing. Don't take the tag off. Of course, I think most people do that with just about everything. Leave the tag on. Because it tells you you're going to go to jail if you take the tag off. But anyway, this is what they talk about in Consumer Reports. Let's see, where do they have? They have a second page here. I'm going to go to page 2. Types of mattresses. There's an inner spring mattress, which is the traditional type. Springs, comfort, top of foam, a top padding with inner springs. There's a specialty mattress with this is an air mattress, the Sleep Number type of mattress. They talk about the pros and the cons. I found this interesting when I was reading this. In an informal online pool of about 500 people who own conventional mattresses, only about half were completely or very satisfied with them. So the typical mattress that we use, only about half of the people apparently are satisfied. The specialty mattresses, highly hyped alternatives to conventional, include air-filled stepward adjustments for firmness, Select Comfort is a major brand, polyurethane foam, memory foam. They're talking about all the different ones, Tempur-Pedic, all the different ones. It says about 3/4 of the people were satisfied. So people seem to prefer the alternatives. That was I found interesting. Page 3 here, a couple other things here. Features on construction of a mattress determines the way it feels. The ticking, the top padding, the coils, box spring, the topper. The topper is an additional top to a mattress. It's sold separately. And people buy a topper usually to try to help their current mattress, which is kind of failing, to feel a little bit better. Or someone who's bought a firm mattress without a top on it that's found it way too firm for them, their comfort, they'll buy a topper to soften it a little bit. In the 4th page here, brands. They talk about the standard brands, Sealy, Select Comfort, Serta, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic. Now there are off brands. If you get into these bigger companies, you'll find that they'll have the name brands as well as the off brands. And again, you usually get what you paid for. So you got to watch that. Unless your money's really tight and you got to buy just the bottom line best deal you can possibly get, it's better to spend a little more. You probably will be more satisfied with that decision. That's pretty much a summary. That's about as far as we can go. The blog post talks a little bit more detail about some of the other issues, but you get a good overview of what the mattress buying concept is all about. It is personal. There are lots of choices. It's not an easy decision, and you should do some homework before you venture out into the stores. That's it for now. Dr. Z, wishing you good health and wealth, signing off.